Oh. Look at the girls. Hey, girl.
I almost choked.
Okay, what are we doing?
Oh.
Okay.
Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Hey guys! Hey guys!
Hey guys! We are filming a very special video, actually. It was the most requested video when I put the poll on Twitter and Facebook. So we are filming how we met.
She's gonna have a different opinion than me. If you remember the video that our good friend Jordy did before our wedding, we talk about the first time we met and we had a difference of opinions. The correct story, which is my version of how we met.
We're just gonna jump right into it because we have a lot to cover. So,
how I think we met is here at Volcano Vista High School, 2008, sophomore year. It was impact class. I had it with one of my best friends, Isaiah, and we're typing away at the computers in little rolly chairs, and I look over and I see Kelly and Gianna in the corner. And so we decided to roll over, start small talk. I even remember eating the PB&J that my mom packed me that day for lunch, and a lot of other things, which Kelly probably ate instead of me. I probably just had to give them to her. But that is exactly how we met. Her story is wrong.
No, it's not. I remember Gianna, and I remember the PB&J, but I cooked the PB&J. You didn't bring no PB&J. I remember.
So how do you think we met?
Well, I think we met here. It's an analogy for the road trip that we met on. I was planning a trip to go to Pagosa Springs with all of our friends, and Zach, one of our really good friends, was like, hey Kelly, can I bring a friend? And I was like, of course you can, bring whoever you want, tell me who it is. And he was like, oh, it's Eric Harrison. And I was like, oh yeah, I know of Eric Harrison. He's the vice president at school. I put together a little packet because I was super organized, and I took it to his house and I was like, hi Mrs. Harrison, here's the packet. And she was like, oh, this is awesome. And that is where I met Eric Harrison.
See, her idea was a year after we actually met. She is wrong. That's sad, isn't it? She didn't even remember meeting me in class.
No, so the
clearly
reason why,
I didn't leave an impression.
the reason why we're here is because I think we met on the road. On our road trip.
No. Regardless of how she thinks we met, about a year after that road trip, Kelly and I started dating. I saw her at Young Life. We were both leaders at the time. It was our freshman year of college. And so after I saw her at Young Life that night, I gave her a phone call, asked her out on a date.
Why? What made you think to ask me on a date?
Yeah, you looked alright, I guess. We started the date end of freshman year of college in 2012, and our first official date was here at the movie theater. We saw Beastly, we got boba tea, which we had to hide in the arcade because they wouldn't let us bring it in.
And then we came back after and it was still there and it was just as good.
It was not just, maybe hers was just good, mine was disgusting. And after we went to a park and kissed.
Honey!
Okay, maybe that part I wish had happened, but it didn't.
And then our summer came very quickly. Unfortunately, our first summer together was spent like this. I spent a majority of my summer in different states coaching for UCA, which was super fun, but I didn't get to see Eric that much because he was spending all of his time
in California at Oak Ridge doing summer staff for Young Life. Incredible experience, but I think throughout the 3 months of summer, June, July, and August, Kelly and I spent a total of 7 days together. Through her coaching, through me being here, that's how we spent our first summer together. But honestly,
we think that it brought us closer together.
And from that summer on, the adventures began. After all this reminiscing, we decided to go get boba tea. There's nothing sentimental about that other than it's delicious. Anyways, after that long summer apart.
Honestly though, we seriously spent every single day with each other.
Yes, it was fantastic. And through let's see, we dated for almost 3 years before.
Can I say something? Can I tell you guys what he did for me for Valentine's Day?
Oh, no.
Not only did he bring me chocolates and a teddy bear and cute things, but, okay guys, if you're a guy watching this video, take notes, because this is probably what won me over in the first place. What he did was he brought my mother chocolate. He said, happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Oh, mi corazón.
From the very beginning, I realized that I may have wanted to marry her. And looking back now, Of course I knew I wanted to marry.
Wanted to marry.
So I think as soon as we started dating, it was like my family fell in love with her. My mom and my nana were like, they had to love the girl I was with, and oh my gosh, they loved her. They wanted to be with her more than they wanted to be with me. Okay, let me just tell you how much they loved her. All my family, extended family, cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody. One of my aunts, they said, hi, this is Kelly and her fiance. I'm like, I'm your family. This is what in the world? It was awesome to see everybody get close to her. Eventually start introducing me. I'm like, you know me. They're trying to introduce me to like my own family. Hi, this is, have you met Kelly's? I'm like, yes, I'm their cousin. Like.
Yeah, okay, but also my family adored him. Before I met him, I was like 100% opposed to marriage. Like, I did not want to get married. I had such a bad taste of relationships. I just didn't like the idea of marriage because I thought it was boring, and I thought it was abusive, and I thought it was just all around bad. So when I met him, everyone knows he's like, moderation is like not a thing for him. So when he met me, he's like, I'm gonna marry you, we're gonna get married, and I'm like, sure, honey.
Yeah.
Sure. And he actually wrote me a note, and it was like, if you don't want to marry me, we can date forever, but someday I'm gonna ask you and you're not gonna be able to say no. And I was like, yeah.
I think it was like a year into us dating.
I was scared. Being in a serious relationship is scary. And I was very, very, very picky. I was in a really serious relationship when I was in high school. And it was very unhealthy and just a terrible, terrible relationship. And I think that even pushed me more towards not ever wanting to get married. But when I met him and we started dating each other, I kind of learned what a good relationship was through my own relationship, which was like so cool. It's so weird, like usually you look at someone else's relationship and you see that and you want that, and it's something that you look up to. But it was such a weird balance looking up to like our relationship because it was healthy and it was God-centered and it was something that I felt I could do for the rest of my life. So he changed the way that I looked at marriage, the way I looked at relationship. He just exceeds those expectations even now every single day.
That was really sweet, honey.
Oh, thanks.
I tried to never do anything in moderation, I guess, and that's not always a good thing. You have to be careful. Anything in life that's worth it, give it your all. So when I found Kelly, I was like, this is it. I'm gonna go all in. I'm just gonna give my 100% all to her. It was worth it. It was worth overdoing. I was confident in my relationship with God, and so was she. I found my joy and confidence in Jesus, and so did she. And then we came together and we're like, hey, works great. When you try to put your confidence in someone else, they will always let you down.
Yes.
And I don't mean that Kelly lets me down all the time. She never does. If I come home and I'm upset from work or whatever it may be, you guys already know Kelly though. She's different. She's always happy. She's always joyful. But I just think our confidence is my confidence is in my faith, and so is hers. And that's where my joy comes from. But I never adjusted who I was to try to please Kelly. She was who she was. I loved her for who she was. She was like, I'll take your baggage. I'll take the fun. I'll take the sadness. I'll take it all. And I think that's what made our relationship really thrive. When you look at Instagram, you see this couple, or you see that couple, or they got engaged, or they're having a don't do that. Bloom where you're planted.
I was just about to say
Bloom
that.
where you're planted.
I get a lot of questions about like, how do you know the person is the right one? For me, speaking to all my lovely ladies that are watching this, I feel like the way that you find a husband for yourself is to find somebody, number one, that loves Jesus. The second most important thing, at least to me, what I looked for was somebody who consistently makes you feel like you're dating them. Eric has always, and I know this sounds so cheesy again, but he has always treated me literally like a princess. Stay in the honeymoon stage, because if you're not dating each other, then that's when the relationship becomes bland and that's when it becomes boring. Do not settle. Find somebody who loves you and treats you like a princess because he loves Jesus more than you.
Always put in that effort to show love and respect to her. There's just so much I have to say.
There's so much. We're having real talk right now.
I mean, nothing in our
I know, there's nothing in here. We drank it all, okay? It's been a long video.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Alright, it's gonna start thundering. We need to go watch American Horror Story.
That was our story about how we met, how we dated, and a little bit of relationship advice for you guys, either that are in a relationship or you're looking for a relationship. Hit the subscribe button. It's right there. It's literally right there.
I don't know how to end this. See you guys later.